It's a character issue.
It is a character
don't we have
issue.
a right to know before we elect somebody?
My feeling is it's a character issue. If I was looking at that person, do I want to marry this person? That's a decision. But it's for
if you cheat on your wife, are you going to be honest with your country?
Well, I guess it comes down to whether you think this type of stuff needs to be in the public domain or not. And I think we probably disagree. I tend to think that it is a private matter.
If you're going to be the president?
And I don't. I think. Yeah, I do. I don't think that...
It doesn't matter if you're president and you're having an affair.
Look,
if I was married to somebody and that was revealed to be true, where's any level of love there? Where's any level of concern?
In 2019, Media Matters put together this compilation of Sean Hannity clips where he asks, amongst other things, if you cheat on your wife, are you going to be honest with your country? Why should the American people trust when you say you're not going to lie to them? Hannity was speaking of former presidential candidate and senator, Democrat John Edwards, who, in 2011, was charged for his alleged role in a scheme to violate federal campaign finance law. Now, if that seems familiar to you, based on recent and still developing news, it should. However, when I tell you that Hannity said the facts are that he broke campaign finance laws and that he lied to cover it up, just know that somehow he isn't talking about Donald J. Trump. He wouldn't say that about 45. The quote from Hannity from June 3rd, 2011, again, refers to John Edwards, who was indicted that day on charges similar to those Trump now faces. Edwards was charged with violating campaign finance law by, quote, accepting more than $900,000 in an effort to conceal from the public facts that he believed would harm his candidacy, and then hiding the contributions from the Federal Election Commission. By the way, while this video isn't intentionally about him, what John Edwards did was so messed up and so gross that it makes what Trump did look like what Warren Harding did. With all this unprecedented talk, one thing that's consistent is presidents and presidential candidates having affairs. Speaking of, this rhetoric from Sean Hannity is nothing new. Just update the names of the presidential candidates, some of the talking heads discussing them, along with the grainy footage, and these double standards make it seem like it's 2008 again.
You knew the election wasn't stolen from Trump, and you guys lied about it anyway because you felt you had a good reason.
No, if you listen to what I said on the air every day, what did I talk about? Let me remind you.
Many Americans do not believe that this election was fair. I feel that way. It's a corrupt and an embarrassing disgrace.
I'm asking you if you all knew that the election wasn't stolen from Trump, and yet you...
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I said I had problems, that there were integrity issues.
Our Dominion system's prone to human error. 72 million Americans voted for Donald Trump. All of them, all of us, deserve an answer.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Sean Hannity was disgusted by Trump, but afraid to lose viewers. In a shocking development, Fox News is facing an existential financial disaster. Fox, which is the brain fart of billionaire Rupert Murdoch, is in deep legal trouble for pushing Donald Trump's 2020 stolen election lies.
Fox faces an existential threat from its multi-billion-dollar defamation case. That is the headline from CNN Business this morning after that explosive legal filing that came into public view this week. These are some of the biggest revelations if you missed it. The billionaire owner Rupert Murdoch conceded that 4 of the main hosts on the airwaves, including Sean Hannity and Lou Dobbs, formerly, endorsed lies about the 2020 election. Yes, he said in his deposition, quote, they endorsed. He also said he wished that Fox would have been, quote, stronger in denouncing those lies. In hindsight, he told a reporter that half of what Trump was saying was, quote, BS and damaging. He also admitted that Hannity was, quote, privately disgusted by Trump, but scared to lose viewers.
In recent testimony, Murdoch himself admitted that everyone knew that Trump's claims were baseless, but they continue to push the big lie anyway. Hannity, Ingram, and the rest of Fox News crackpots all knew that they were lying to their viewers and did it anyway.
I think it's an extremely threatening case to Fox, and I think it's a very important case. There hasn't been one, I would say, involving the media, not just broadcast, which so threatened the legitimacy of an enormous player in terms of informing the American public.
The Entertainment Channel is now facing a $1.6 billion defamation lawsuit from Dominion Voting Systems as Rupert Murdoch has admitted endorsing election lies.
This has more than just an impact of what happens with Fox News, what will the viewers think. That's all very important. But this is First Amendment, freedom of the press. You have a news organization allegedly in collusion with political players here, lying to their audiences, potentially, or at least in many people's eyes, in the court's eyes, or at least in Dominion's eyes, starting an insurrection.
On the CNN panel, guests discussed the irresponsible behavior of the Fox team and pointed out their premeditated distribution of lies. Lies and conspiracies that were pushed on the American people disguised as news. Lies that caused people to act out and storm our Capitol. Many of those clowns who stormed the Capitol are serving jail time now. They have had their lives ruined because they believed a line of crap that they heard on Fox. Trump was the head of the snake and Fox was the mouthpiece. Vile and full of abomination.